EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Off the bootleg. Woodard. Escaping the pressure right. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Woodard. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
On for the point.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Number 34.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching.
And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Complete.
A big play there. Touchdown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 50 yards on the ground. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Woodard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now here's Johnson. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
34.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Cowboys 14, Bengals 7. Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And to give this time to the tailback. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. No, mic forward.
Operating from the gun, Woodard. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Boyd. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Push him back. Push him back.
Burrow will throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Burrow's that one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Cincinnati.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man here is Foster. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Rolling to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Woodard. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Woodard. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kicks away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
There he goes left side. 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Now Burrow throws right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Woodard going to throw right side here. Complete.
Woodard.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 49-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Again, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woodard. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Fulton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you're onto something.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll go again here with Moss. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
The ball carrier.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Play action. It's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it? Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And Boswell's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
25-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. From the gun, Woodard. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 22. Oh, good move. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Fulton, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. On 1st down, Fulton. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
makes the score Bengals 31, Cowboys 21. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Woodard. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That's a gain of 6. Brings
now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Final score.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you